9 months ago, I was having a time of my life. 9 months ago, I was making more money than I could ever dreamed of, working for a tech company in Silicon Valley, and just about to get married. And then I was laid off. I was laid off a week before I went on vacation. Fortunately, right before I was laid off, I decided to pay off all my debt. So I had no debt except my car. That's still a debt, but all of my small debt from credit cards and etc. And so that allowed me to survive the last 9 months. But what I learned from being laid off in tech is that no one gives a damn about you. And I mean no one. Your manager may sound like they care about you, but at the end of the day, if they had to choose between you and them, they'll always choose them 99.9% of the time. Your boss, no matter how much they may say this company is a family, or your colleagues, your coworkers, no matter how friendly they are, it may seem like they care about you. At the end of the day, if they had to choose between you and them, they will always choose them. They'll choose them every single time, Because that's what I learned. That the people that I trusted, even the people I helped get a job there, who got their first tech job in tech at that company, ended up disregarding our total friendship as well. And so what I mean is this, is that in tech, at a job, your life is on your manager's hands. How your manager presents you to their managers, how they make you look to their managers. At a job, yes, you have to work hard. And yes, you could potentially determine if you can get a promotion or not, true. But at the end of the day, your life, the food you put on your family's table is dependent on your manager, on the CEO, on your boss. And after being laid off the second time, I told myself I never wanted to be in this position again. So what did I do? Over the last 6 to 9 months, right, up to now, is YouTube. So I've been living off my main YouTube channel. I've been surviving off all of that. I was generating actually more income than I made in tech for about 6 months. Fortunately, I lived below my means and made sure I made that money last as long as possible. But even YouTube money does not last forever too. And so what did I decide to do is actually start my own legitimate business. What am I good at? I'm good at coding. What else am I good at? I'm good at talking. I'm comfortable speaking in front of the camera, in front of people. I can make content. I can make videos. And so I decided to start my own freelance agency, more like a DevRel agency, where I can do all of the above, where if a client does need a website, I can build it. But more than anything, I wanted to build my own side business that would allow me to no longer depend on brand deals, but have clients that sign 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12-month contracts. And so I'm very fortunate, as I said in my last video, I started my business. And as of right now, I'm making $25,000 a month. The other client that I have starts at the end of this month, bringing that up to $33,000, not including my full-time job. And I have friends and I have family. They're telling me, Chris, like, why do you have a full-time job while having this business generating you twice what you make at your tech job? And that's because a tech job will not last forever. That's what I think people who are used to working a 9 to 5 really believe, which I believe too. That doesn't last forever. You will eventually get laid off, or eventually move on to another company, and that company will eventually lay you off. You never know, especially in this economy and in the space that tech is in right now. And then my client is great, but I just started the business and it's doing well now. I don't know how long it'll do well for. And so I'm doing both. But I think it's very important, and I'm very thankful that I did, but I think it's important that every single person out there tries to do their own side hustle, because you never know if it will succeed. I'm very fortunate that it did succeed for me. And what makes this even sweeter for me is these clients didn't reach out to me. I reached out to them. There was one client where they weren't even looking to hire like a developer advocate. And I just said, hey, I saw this person quit the company. They joined someone else. Do you need help with this? Boom. Signed a $15,000 contract. And like, I think it's really important that we all try to start our own side hustle. I'm very thankful that I did, because if I didn't, literally right when my client paid me was when I ran out of money. Like, I have a burn rate of how long my savings could last. And that's right when my savings ended, was when I got that first $10,000 check, and a couple days later, $15,000 check from the client. Like, it all worked out, but it wouldn't have worked out as well if I didn't try to build my own business. And so I almost lost everything, but it worked out just enough. And now I'm in a position where if I'm not happy at my tech job, they're not treating me well, or I just don't see it going anywhere, I don't like it, I can leave anytime. I can quit anytime. I'm not happy with a particular client, I can drop that client. They can drop me too, right? And so I feel like now more than ever, I have more freedom I could have ever thought would ever be possible for someone like me, a college dropout. I am terrible at writing. I have a speech impediment, right? I shouldn't be where I am today. The kid who rode the short yellow bus, that was me in special ed, yo. And I'm here right now. Why am I here? It's because I never gave up and I kept trying and I never settled. I never, ever settled. I never have. No, I have. I'm not going to lie. I have in the past. But I don't ever want to ever settle again. I want to keep trying to achieve for more, but at the same time, I'm more content. I'm more happy than I've ever been. If I don't get more, then that's fine. But if I remain where I'm at for the rest of my life, that's fine too. But more than anything, I'm more happy, more stress-free, more anxiety-free than I've ever been in my last 7 years in tech. Anyway, this is how I almost lost everything, but fortunately now I have everything again. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.